Hi guys, it's me again. I'm out once more. If you saw my video from yesterday about the hunting lodge of Meierling, then I told you I will go to 2 castles today. That was a lie. I just found out yesterday evening that one of them is closed, so I only have one to go. But I'm already here. It's burning hot. It's just 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. and we already have 28 degrees. So when I entered the car in the morning it was already 25. So this is crazy. My car is in the middle of the sun right now in the parking space, so it will be hell coming back. But this is the price you pay to see this beautiful castle. It is called the castle Lockenhaus, which basically means Lock's house, like Carl's house. Well, but it looks beautiful. I will turn you around. So this here is the entrance of it. You see one of the towers up there already. I will get in there in a moment, see what awaits me. And I plan to have a walk afterwards. There seems to be a little lake somewhere, which would be fantastic to put the feet in for a bit. Beautiful entrance onto the ground here. You can see the wee bit there. Yeah. So, I will go in, try not to die in this heat, and I will show you what's happening inside. So a little look around here. Standing now in front of the entrance. And I would say, or suggest, let's go in. Lovely entrance here from this side. I just read that it was completely renovated in the 1970s because it just fell into ruin completely. Let's go up. Coming up from there, there is a castle garden. A few steps up there. And somewhere there must be the ticket office. It's a stunning castle. I especially love those colors at the windows. It's quite interesting. Little highlight there. You can also play chess if you want to. The wheel. And I think it's really time now to get in. A lot of children around here. I'm really lucky all those kids left when I came in. Thank God, because there were a lot of them. So this is now the bigger courtyard. Beautiful architecture. We will go up the stairs in a moment. And then we will go into the upper courtyard. But it looks very, very promising already. I'm so excited to get in now. I can't hear anybody around here, so hopefully I'm alone for a bit. I can see a Templar just in there. We'll go in. Another room there for I don't know what. Steps up here. A night here. A room there. And a balcony here. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a little banquet hall or so. So you can imagine if you want to marry here and you have a little feast in a medieval style. That seems to be perfect. Just imagine a few bagpipes here. And it would be brilliant. Let's have a look into the kitchen. How cool is that? And the light here. Well, it looks like a more modern kitchen, but I have to say it's not that modern at all, but a funny mix of medieval time with cigarette ashes in there. The old oven. Where do we get in here? Another room to dine. How cool is that? Seems to be like more an event castle than a medieval castle. Well, it's not that bad either. If I should marry once in my life, then I probably found the venue for the celebrations. That's pretty cool though. I've never seen anything like this, like made like this, with that wild mix of old and new, but it really is interesting. And this must have been the real fireplace. It's not open anymore, but it goes up very high. Pretty cool. So this is a door, and if you open this one, it goes down into the prison. So look out onto the balcony. I just read that the castle was first mentioned in 1200, so the 13th century. And a few pieces, the oldest pieces of the castle, are more like 13th and some of them are 15th century. So the kitchen that we saw a second ago, most part of it, especially the fireplace, is still from the 15th century. So this is a lovely view out. This down there is the town of Lockenhaus. Never been there. We are in the middle of the wildest part of the district called Burgenland. Mentioned it already in an earlier video. If you translate it, it's called Castle Land. So this is one of the castles. And here we have the lovely colors with the windows again. The Templar displayed here in this room is here because it seems there were actually really Templars in this castle. So nobody really knows, not even the experts, what sort of rooms these here are. So it might be that it is a sort of chapel or old part of a chapel, and somewhere here there should be two crosses from the Templars. Oh, probably in here. Okay. According to my little booklet that I got, there is a proper chapel here somewhere, but it doesn't look like this one. But maybe the Templars really were here. That would be amazing. I will try to find those crosses. They look like those. Look at that. Okay, guys, I'll have a read through all of it, and then I'll tell you. Hello. So I haven't found those two crosses from the Templars in here, but I read a lot about the room. They still don't know what sort of room it is, so there is the hole up there, and there is the water hole down here. There is no way that the sun can come in here, so it's probably not something astrological. Maybe they did some rituals down here. It is not a church either, but experts are still not sure, but something definitely happened down here. Up we go here now. A few statues around here. Pretty cool statues actually. And unfortunately there are a lot of children, but we will just film around them. Kids are just on the way out. Thank God, it's getting a bit quieter here. We're now going into the Knights Hall. Ooh, wow. Reminds me of Glasgow University. And a bit of Harry Potter. Oh, that's brilliant. The architecture is fantastic. Can imagine celebrating my wedding here too. Not in the other rooms, I'll just take this one. So last view from the Knights Hall. I will go into the chapel now, but there's somebody in there painting, so I won't say anything because I feel too embarrassed to do so. But kids are gone. So I will move in now. Chapel is this building here. Oh, I will definitely come along here for a concert or a theater play. They actually announced 2 different theater plays over the next few weeks. So if I can manage it, I would love to come along here. So here we have the weapon chamber now. A wee Shetland pony here. Armor here. Bows there. Some swords. Helmets and other stuff up there. And a proper armor just here. It's a lovely room up here in this tower. We have some sort of a living room down there, and then there are steps up, and we come into the little bedchamber. Doesn't look too much medieval, but maybe it looked somehow similar eventually. Art is beautiful. I would take it like that, it wouldn't be that bad. So, and here we have the round table of King Arthur, it seems. No, this is where all the knights just met in the medieval times. Oh, as far as one knows. A few family trees all around here. But the different families the castle belonged to once. Fireplace there. A few coat of arms up here. Funny family trees. Actually look like family trees. There we go. Here we have an interesting room. This room shows a bit of the story of the Bloody Baroness Elizabeth Bathory. You probably heard of her. The legend says that she killed over 600 young girls, virgins, to bath in their blood. The blood should keep her young. Turns out she and her husband, they were so rich that they also stayed here in Lockenhaus. And maybe her remains are still somewhere here, maybe in the well. Nobody knows yet, they were never found. But maybe her ghost is still around here. So most of the children are gone. I do have all the pensioners here now, unfortunately. The only thing that's still missing is the torch chamber. This is in there. I will go in a second when nobody else is in, or I'll have to wait for a few moments. So the torture chamber is left. I'll have a look in, and there's something that Katie and me talked about earlier on. The Iron Maiden. Looks like this, but what it says here on the information board, this is from the 17th or 18th century, so there was an idea about it, but the spikes came in later, so it's not a very medieval thing to do. Here you can see them. You have all the other stuff in here that they used for torture. No need for much. That was quite enough. So I think I saw everything. Last stop is the well here. Very romantic with all those plants all around it. The legend says that at the end of this well there is a secret way into the next town. If it's really there, we will never know probably, but legend is legend. So I finished up in the castle, and now I'm going into the garden. So we have a lovely view from this side here. Let's see what we find there around the corner. forgot to mention there's also a little tavern in there, a castle tavern. It's the back side of it. So I had no look at the menu, but I'm quite sure it would be something nice. It's an amazing location here, really. I would love to see some sort of event here, a concert or really a theatre play or whatever it is. Seems to be like a little stage here, benches on here. That must be brilliant. I hope I can manage to come back here once more. So that was a quick walk around the castle. We have a very romantic way out of it. That looks so sweet. Then we can play chess again. And now we finished the castle and the garden and all of it. Well, it's a little bit sad that it's over already, but it was definitely worth coming along here to the Burg Lockenhaus. So I found the wee loch that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. It's just here. There seems to be lovely ways around it, ways in different directions actually. I think I'll walk around this one first and then we will see how I feel. The little one here on this side. It's really warm, really hot. So, well, I'll just see how I feel, if I have enough or not. But I'll just walk around here now. We also have a very lovely view of the castle here from this side. Hope to get better shots even. So that's me now finished with the castle. I also had a walk around the loch. I went into the little town of Lockenhaus. I came back again. I had my lunch now, same as yesterday. The roll, the beautiful roll. Oh, it was so good. And it's so warm. You probably see how warm it is. We must have about 30 degrees or something like that by now. Plan is to go back to the car and then probably go home. I think it probably starts to rain now. There are a few big raindrops coming down. Hope you liked it. A beautiful castle. Learned a lot about the Templars and about Elizabeth Bathory. Never thought she would be here in Austria in a castle like this, but well, this is what we'll learn when we go out and do something new. So I hope you're all alright, everybody is good, and can't wait to see you again, hopefully soon. Bye. Or not.